Hello world, today we're working on a 2015 Honda CRV. This is the 4th generation. This is going to apply from 2011 to 2016. We are going to change out the rear pads and rotors. Now these first bolts are 12 millimeter. These are the ones that hold the caliper. So I don't know if anybody's able to notice the surface rust. Once I started working on this vehicle, I realized this was an East Coast car. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but that little bit of rust, I know the East Coast guys work differently because of the amount of rust that the cars have over there. But yeah, this was a booger to get off. The brake pad decided to stick on to the hardware kit because of the layer of rust on there, and it made this a little bit difficult to get off, and it was just rusty. I'm sure there's worse, but for me this is rusty. Alright, remember to lubricate these guys if they're not moving very well, although you probably should add a little bit regardless. So see how it's pretty stuck where I need to come in and smack it just a little bit. I don't know why that broke. Oh, I see. Boom. Had to smack it a little bit out of there because it was just not going. And we're gonna have to come in with the wire wheel in a little bit to clean up the areas. But real quick, let me show you. Luckily this only has one screw holding the rotor instead of two. And again, what I do, I use this specific screwdriver, smack it, and then most of the time it helps it come out pretty easily. There is a specific tool for this, but I stopped using it a while back. Alright, back over to the pad, get that out of the way. Alright, let's move the caliper over here, and we're going to take the bracket off. These bolts are 17 millimeter. I'm just going to break it loose and then come in with the stubby to get these out faster. On a side note, you know, I love this thing. It has made my brake jobs a lot easier. I do not regret this purchase as far as the little stubby. But anyways, alright, so those two bolts are out. Move the bracket out of the way. This rotor was a little bit stuck on there. They usually are, so we are going to give it a love tap in a little bit. And love. Boom. And it should come out. So I will be only showing this side. It's the same on the other side as far as the rear. And as always, please make sure to watch out for those brake shoes. I don't know why that was a long pause. We will put these bolts back in. Again, 17 millimeter. And please remember, if this video was helpful in any way or form, please make sure to at least hit that like button as it helps me out. If you do use any sort of pneumatic or electric tool to get these guys down, just remember to double check. Even though I put these down with the stubby impact, I always want to double check. Alright, so I am compressing the caliper piston. Gonna clean it up a little bit. Try not to damage the boot, so I have to be a little bit careful. Whoops. Alright, man, that was a little bit difficult. Alright, get that one in there. This one is going to sit in. See those little prongs? You're gonna have to get it in there real nice. Struggle, struggle, and I believe we're set to go. Come on. give it a little love tap. There you go. Alright, so again, 12 millimeter. It's always nice to have a few extra of these, especially if you're a mobile guy. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes they just break. I am super careful in trying not to break them, but once in a while, there are some that just snap. Oh yeah. So, you can ignore this part, but I'm just taking off a little bit of the surface rust on the head because it wasn't allowing my impact socket to sit on there very nicely. See, just got a little stuck. Same with this one. Oh, actually no, this one was fine. Boom. Alright, so now again, double check. If you are a person that struggles remembering, check these things 3 times at least. But anyways, yeah, pretty straightforward. You're set to go. If anybody has questions as far as trying to bleed it, I will make something that should apply for most vehicles. So I'll try to work on that. That way I can show you guys, because people tend to open the bleeder screw sometimes, and you know, then we run into air in the system. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.